Why is it that when you get someone's name tatted, all of a sudden everything starts slowly but surely going downhill? I mean, I've heard people always say like it's a curse, it'll jinx it, but I thought that that was just for relationships. So when one of my best friends at the time got my name tatted, I was trying to find the excitement, but like I said, in the back of my mind, I still kind of felt like something is wrong, or I felt like I was waiting for an accident to happen. She was so proud of it. So I felt like, how could I ruin her moment? She kept showing it off. She was telling me how long it took. She was asking me if I liked the color, the placement, and everything looked good. But I was just kind of one of those things where it was like, all right, now what? Or you waiting for the but, or you just waiting for something to happen. It just, all of my institutions was just feeling so off. So anyway, she's like, well, later on tonight, I want to go outside. I want to celebrate. I want to get drinks. I want to eat. I just want to dance the night away. Like, we've been best friends for 3 years. You know, let's celebrate. Let's do the whole thing. And I'm like, okay, I like that idea. Went home, got ready, picked her up. We outside having drinks, getting food. Now, usually, before she got my name tatted, if I see something I like, and you know, she could probably go over there, you know, make sure the girl is single, make sure the coast is clear, and vice versa. If she see a dude that she like, I'll go over there, you know, ask him like, okay, you here alone? Because, you know, as friends, we don't want our friends to be embarrassed. That was before the tattoo. All right, so we at the restaurant. Some girls walk by our table. One girl in particular, you know, me and her was giving each other eye contact. I'm watching her when she sits down, but she's constantly looking over her shoulder, looking at me. So immediately in my head, I'm thinking like, okay, maybe that's my fish for the night. I think I caught my fish. My friend Dory, you know, she's sitting down with me and she's like, what are you looking at? Like, what do you keep looking at? And I'm like, oh, you see that girl over there? Like, I feel like, you know, I like her. She was giving me the eyes. I'm giving her the eyes back. But I'm just, you know, trying to see, you know, she here with somebody. And she's like, oh, why are you looking at her? Why does she have your attention? I'm talking to you. Can you tell me the last thing I said? And no, I couldn't tell you the last thing that she said. Like I said, me and Dory, we're always talking. We're always in communication. So it's just like, sometimes I tend to kind of drift away from the conversation, especially if I see something I like. She's like, yeah, you're not paying attention to me. And she gets up and she's like, I'm about to go to the bathroom. And she walks away from the table. Mind y'all, that threw me off because, again, there were never any signs. She never showed any signs of jealousy. She never showed any signs of being like possessive. She never showed any signs of being controlling. But at that moment, I'm thinking like, wait, what's going on? Why is she acting like that? And something very delusional in me was just like, maybe she's just joking. You know, sometimes we get to, you know, acting a certain way towards our friends, but we just be playing, right? I know it ain't right. I just wanted to be right. But it's just like in that moment, I really didn't think that this was the start of me losing one of my very best friends. Okay, so boom, she comes back from the bathroom. We sit, we get our tab, whatever. I pay, you know, since she's the one that got the tattoo, I'm paying for the food and drinks. I feel like that was like my gift back to her because I didn't get her name tatted. We go to the club, we party, we having a good time. And that same girl that I saw at the restaurant, she's walking through the door with her girls again. And immediately she kind of gives me eye contact, but only this time she kind of does like a cute little wave. And I'm like, all right, bet. I'm in the door. I need to go talk to her. I need to go see what's going on. I felt like my friend Dory was at the bar and she kind of had a dude that was trying to talk to her that was maybe interested in her. And, you know, that's fine and dandy. Do your thing because I'm starting to walk off and I want to go see, you know, what the girl is about. I'm walking towards the girl walking towards me. We literally meeting in the middle. So she's like, why you keep looking at me? And I'm like, well, you had to be looking at me. No, I was looking at you. You know the cute little flirting thing. So we just kind of sitting there talking like, you know, where you from? All this and that type thing, right? I'm not sure if it was the drinks or if it was just us being cute, but I caught ourselves like we just kept laughing in each other's face. Whatever she was saying, I thought it was the funniest thing I've ever heard and vice versa. So we literally just standing in each other's faces, just smiling, hee hee ha ha type vibes. Now, the way that I'm standing with my back towards the bar. The way she's standing that she could see the bar. So she can obviously see my friend Dory. And I should have known it was something. She was like, I thought you said you didn't have a girlfriend. I'm like, I don't. Like, I'm chilling. I'm talking to a few people, but I'm not in like a committed relationship and nothing like that. She was like, are you sure that girl at the bar isn't your girlfriend? I'm like, no, actually, that's one of my best friends. So, like, you know, why would you say that? She goes, maybe I'm tripping, but I feel like she's been giving me the evil eyes, like, you know, all night, especially at the restaurant. She walked past and she kind of rolled her eyes and she like, just like now, she looked up and saw that you were over here talking to me. And I feel like she just kind of rolled her eyes and cut her neck at me again. So I'm like, oh no, I'm trying to reassure. I'm like, that's just my best friend. Like, you know, she's over there doing her own thing. She was like, I don't think so. She's like, as soon as you walked up, she has not taken her eyes off of us like this whole entire time. She's like, it's a little uncomfortable, but you know, I'm going to trust what you say. You said that y'all are just friends. When I look around, y'all, Dory was kind of linked up against the bar, her hand, and she was just looking like that lip was like really, you know what I mean? I'm just like doing my hands like, what's up? Like, what's up with you? Again, somebody like me, I'm trying to sweep it under the rug. I'm trying to pretend like, you know, it's not happening, whatever the case may be. I'm still trying to, you know, get to know this new person that's in front of my face. Next thing you know, Dory comes up, yanks my arm. Y'all, I'm this big, right? She yanks my arm, almost makes me go, like, fall into the ground. She's like, I'm ready to go. I'm like, wait, what you on? She's like, I'm ready to go now. Let's go. Like, she's literally snatching me up. She's like, I'm over this. We're leaving now. And we start to leave.